family. That was not a good Vin Diesel voice. Hey guys, I'm the film fan. I act weird when my room gets super dark all of a sudden, even though it's summer, but whatever. So today I'm going to be reviewing F9, the new Fast and Furious movie. And obviously you know what Fast and Furious is, but the weirder thing for me is that I actually have only seen two Fast and Furious movies, one of them being this one, and the other one being the original. So I'm actually pretty new to this franchise. I would have seen all of them prior to this one, but my dad, for whatever reason, wanted to see it opening weekend, so I wasn't able to watch all of them. I was only able to get the first one in. So I saw this one missing a ton of context. And if you're wondering, before I even get into my review, yes, I followed the movie just fine and understood everything. Or just about everything. There's only a couple things, but for the most part, yeah, I understood it. And so, I can't really commentate too much on this franchise as I've only seen two of them, one of them being the oldest, one of them being the most recent one. So, I'm just gonna say, yeah. So, what did you guys think about this newest one? Did you like it? Did you love it? Dislike it? Hate it? Are you a fan of this franchise? Are you casual like me? Do you hate this franchise? Was this the ultimate dumb, fun insanity fest for you, or was it too much? Let me know in the comments. Without further ado, let's get into this. And I'm going to start talking about the good and the best thing I could say about this movie. Hang on one second. Okay. The best thing I can say about this movie is this is a total blast. Is it a great movie? Not at all. But I'd be lying if I didn't say this was a ton of fun. It goes absolutely all out in the absurdity of all of it, and in a good way. It constantly tries to outdo itself in what is the biggest and craziest sequence we can do, or it can do in this movie. Whether that be cars magnetized through the air and shooting into trucks, a car swinging around like it's Spider-Man or something, or a very bad car with thrusters attached to it going out into outer space. All of it is here. This film just does not care at all and embraces the absolute insanity that it's holding. This film is also very self-aware of all this and directly acknowledges some of this at times. And it knows exactly what it is and doesn't try to do it. And that's what keeps this movie working, is that with all of this craziness going on, it doesn't take itself very seriously. And that's what makes it work. Whereas with other movies like Wonder Woman 1984, that's a very serious movie trying to be like the next The Dark Knight, The Winter Soldier, and I feel like I was completely confused in how something works every 5 minutes of that movie. With here, it's the same deal, but it's not as serious. And that's what helps something like this out a lot. It can be very funny at times. There are actually a few scenes in particular that were just like non-stop. Hey, the sun's coming back! That were non-stop laughs for a couple minutes straight. My theater was exploding during those scenes, and the movie is like this all throughout. But I think the thing that surprised me the most is that this movie does have a bit of heart in all of this insanity that is woven into it. There's a good enough character story that, in my opinion, worked pretty well, at least, holding this film together. The other dumb fun blockbuster this year was Godzilla vs. Kong, and I really liked that movie. And I would say that's probably on the same level as this movie, but I might like this movie a tiny bit more because I think this is better characters and a slight bit more resonance. And so, yeah, overall, I had a ton of fun with this movie, and I'm definitely going to check out some of the other Fast and Furious movies now. But this is definitely not a perfect movie. So let's move on to the bad, and obviously the biggest thing is you can either enjoy this movie a whole ton for the absurdity that comes with it, or you can really dislike it and find this to be way too much. This film is relentless when it comes to implausible stunts, and that is part of the charm of the movie, but for a lot of people will kill it for them. I've seen a lot of people who are big fans of this franchise, not me, of course, who have respected this type of thing until this movie, which went too far for them. And having witnessed two guys in World War I diving gear in a rusty car shooting up into space, and having watched a car turn into Tarzan, I can't exactly say I don't understand that. Also, I get this movie is not supposed to have sensical motivations or anything, but considering how much time is put into it, it bugged me a bit here. John Cena's villain does not work that well. I mean, he's a compelling character, I guess, enough of one, and he has a really good connection with Dom's story. And their sort of brotherhood ripped apart. That is quite compelling. But the movie tries to use a lot of the story given there as an explanation to justify why he's a terrorist now, trying to destroy the world. If you see the movie, you know exactly what I mean. And once again, this wouldn't bug me a ton since that's what this movie is always like. But they put at least like 20 to 30 minutes into explaining backstory with this plotline, and so it's quite noticeable. And I'm going to move into the conclusion, and I cannot speak on how F9 compares to other movies in the franchise, but for me, it was a great time at the movies that resonated just a tiny bit, and at the same time provided tons of stupid and absurd fun action. This is definitely not a great movie, but it is one of the most entertaining movies all year. I am looking forward to checking out more of the other ones. No, the other one that I've seen is the first movie, and the first movie is pretty good, but it's a bit more, I don't know. I think I liked this one just a little bit more. So anyways, I'm going to give this a B and a 7 out of 10, and for fans of this sort of thing, or I guess of the franchise, you should check this one out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, or dislike it, I guess, if you're heartless. Subscribe. Did I say so? I'm done with these outros. Let me know in the comment section, what are some of your favorite Fast and Furious movies? Which ones do you recommend the most that I should check out? Because I think next weekend I'm going to be watching Hobbs and Shaw. I think that's probably going to be my next one, but let me know some of your recommendations. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!